Hey, what's up guys, this is Brawl here, and now I'm giving you my review of Boruto episode 7. I think it was Love and Potato Chips, basically what the title is, but apparently this episode is it did have some bits of filler, but it's still not really filler. It's more like they're still going to go on the mission with that shadow thing that Boruto keeps saying, but in this episode it's the plot where apparently this class prep, at least everyone used to call her the class prep. Her name is, I finally get to, at least we all finally know her real name is Sumerta. She has a stalker in this guy who has the ability to make himself invisible. They find out about him ultimately. He confesses, he gets rejected, and then ultimately he becomes his ultimate stalker to her. He writes down notes on the chalkboard and sends notes to her. Even to the point where they will lock them into a room. He will lock them into a room and basically almost kill them with smoke bombs and whatnot. And he ultimately gets possessed by the shadowy beast. So, and we all know how that ended. They didn't have to knock him out. He was basically finding out the error of his ways, and he became better. He did become sick. At least where he lost chakra. So there's another thing about the shadowy beast that we know of. Apparently, when someone is released from the from that possession, they ultimately fell ill to a point where they almost lost chakra. But he didn't really use aim for sustainable jutsus that could take too much chakra. But he did felt like he did look like he was about to lose. He lost a massive amount of chakra. In the Naruto franchise, you lose a amount of chakra, you can't basically physically move that much often. You're weak, you're basically unable to do anything. That's what happened to him. And towards the end of the episode, Shikamaru and Naruto found out that apparently they could do the same thing. They don't exactly know what caused it yet, but it's pretty much but it does reference, but it does becomes like definitely is going to become like a big issue for the Hidden Leaf Village. This continues going. We still don't know exactly what is that shadow, who in your hand is summoning it, and why is it attacking the village. And as towards the end, we see another scene of Mitsuki looking into during the moon sky, during the moon in the night sky with the moon. Apparently, he's talking. I think we all know who he's talking to by this point. I'm not gonna say for those who not read the manga, but I'm pretty sure all of us know who exactly he's talking to. But he did ask the question: why is Boruto the only one who's able to see it? Mitsuki knows about it, but even he can see it. But why is the fact that Boruto is the one who's the only one who can see it, while everyone else can't? It's another reference to the fact that he has that one Tenseigan eye on his right eye. There's going to be more information about that. We're about to get information when asked Hinata, but he didn't. Speaking of Hinata and Himawari and the whole Uzumaki family, in the next episode we're going to see both Hinata, Himawari, and Naruto being put in the main spotlight this time when he found out that Boruto was acting weird. And it's called the Dreams Revelation. And apparently we're going to get more explanation on why not Boruto is the one who can see him. And apparently since his dream revealed a destiny to him. We don't exactly know what that is entirely, but based on from the episode we got, or at least from the preview we got, it was also hinting the fact that we're going to see him later on in the future. Maybe it will be a not too small hint of the movie, or at least in the manga case, because when the manga did the movie recap of Boruto, when Boruto defeated the main villain, I forgot his name, apparently he has a symbol on his hand, a symbol on his right palm of his hand that looks like a diamond. And being that the anime in your hand is taking different story path from the manga, that's not exactly, it's not shown there. Maybe the fact that maybe we could be a small hint to that or something. I'm not too sure. It's still up in the air exactly what's going on with the Boruto, at least what the first arc entails. But next episode we're going to see more of the Uzumaki family and someone in the household, and more later on and hopefully we get some more of a relationship between Boruto and Naruto. We don't know how the relationship goes between those two, but we can see more of that. And also, I want to point out that I think the highlight of this episode is basically Chojo. The reason I say Chojo was the highlight of the episode is because not only the fact that she's definitely Choji's daughter, the fact of her love of potato chips, but the fact that how she was actually to defeat this possessed guy. I don't know anything. I don't think he never mentioned his name, but when she talked him down with killing the rest of the students, it shows that the Chojo really does have it's basically kind of like the voice of reason, basically in this case. And she may be the voice of reason when she ultimately teamed up with Inojin and Shikida, when needed to be. And being the fact that during the beginning of the episode, when Sarada, Chojo, and Sumera were being stalked by this guy, she thought that guy was stalking her, but instead he was stalking Sumera. It was kind of a nice little nod, and it was a little hilarious gag there. Also, I want to point out the fact that during the episode where Boruto, Shikida, and Mitsuki are both getting burgers, Boruto drew a picture of what he saw like a monster. A shadow position. You told like a really messed up version of like a lion or a cat beast thing, and they all just looked at him like Beast King and Shikida were just looking at him like, that could just no. Hinting the fact that because this beast form, Mitsuki said it to the person with the snake, while Taiki was talking to a snake, transmitting information to him that he said it looked like a monster. So it's not just a shadowy figure. It's not just a strange shadow. It's not just a shadow. It can manifest into a beast. The mystery of Rana is still up in the air, and that's pretty much. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for this episode. Nothing really too big. There's only two massive big things. The fact that Chojo was the main highlight of the episode for this point. And someone from who's not Boruto managed to get someone out of the jutsu, out of that possession, was nice to see. Also, I want to point out the fact that during the episode when Mitsuki was talking to the snake in his lap, there was a shot that expanded from he was getting zoned while the moon was coming in. Maybe it was a bit of a nod. I can't tell. It was a bit of a nod to the whole Naruto last when the moon was threatening to crash down to the Earth during the last movie. That's a little bit of pain of an eye there to the movie, or at least to a return of basically one of the Ukatsuki clan members who live in the moon, and we get to see him come back down. Maybe we'll see that happen, or I'm not too sure, because outside of the movie, I don't think we're not going to get any potential recaps of the movie, or at least similar related to the manga. If the manga's following a different story path, it's very unlikely, but also it was pretty enjoyable. I'm not going to give it a rank or anything. It did felt somewhat appealing because it focuses more, since the three female characters are basically the main focus of this episode instead of some of the more male characters. Especially a character who's actually not going to be the part of the main 7 ensemble, since we already know who the main 7 are. So overall, I like the episode. What do you guys think of it? Let me know down in the comments down below. And if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, share it with a friend, and I'll see you all next time. Laters!